Wow, March 11th. If y'all can see, we have some pretty good snowfall. Oh my word, and it's still coming down hard. Well, welcome YouTube friends and family to what I think will be part one of cleaning my disaster clothing hoard. Just saying. So today is Sunday. So we lost an hour last night, but actually, y'all, I wake up so early that I love it when we spring forward. I don't sleep anyway, so what's an hour of sleep that you lose? I really hate it when we turn our clocks back. And I don't know if you've all heard, they've again put front and center a bill that would do away with daylight savings time across the US. There are two states, I know it's Arizona and I think Hawaii, but correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so you might be like, well, your room looks really organized. And it's not so much that my room is disorganized. Okay, well, you haven't seen in the drawers. That is a bit disorganized. It's the simple fact that I have too much stuff. So if we rewind to my life, 4 years ago next month, it will be 4 years next month, is when I had my fourth and last major spine surgery, which was fraught with complications, not through the fault of my surgeon. You know, that's just kind of the nature sometimes of having back surgeries. However, I technically did not retire until that November. I did do some remote work, just kind of help people through in my absence. However, I officially have not had to dress for work, shall we say, for 4 years. So my personal preference for work was a dress. I like skirts and dresses. Y'all, I'm almost embarrassed to show you how much I do have. What I will say is I'm not hard on clothes. A lot of the things that we're going to be looking at today are greater than 10 years old. I already know that. And I've been doing a little study up on how I'm going to do this. And I'm going to share 3 books with you because, you know, life is books, right? And I apologize, y'all. I must have a cat hair in my eye. At any rate, I've done this before and I've done it successfully. So how did I end up back at this point? And I think the best way to say it is kind of twofold. One is I did not know the state of my future, so I held on to a wardrobe not knowing if I was going to need 75 dresses or not. I might have 75 dresses. I bet you I have 50. And then secondly, I've had a big lifestyle change. You know, I am doing YouTube. I still do dress up for different occasions, but I need utilitarian clothes more than I need a fufu dress. I also guess I'll add a third thing, and that is I have expanded my vintage wardrobe, which I did not have when I was working because, you know, I just didn't. I wouldn't wear those items to work. So we have a big job ahead of us. But before we get into that, y'all, I want to show you something that I received complimentary. This video isn't sponsored, but I want to give a shout out to this company. It's called Cedarville. And they reached out to me and asked, would I be interested? And y'all, I will definitely leave a link. Micro pack. It's how to love your feet. So let me just share a little story with y'all. Oops, I just tore my box. I have a very wide foot with a very narrow heel. I generally have to up a size because the bigger the shoe, the wider the toe box. And y'all, I spent many years running around in 6-inch heels and, you know, pointed toes, and our feet are not shaped like that. So when they offered this, I was like, oh yeah, I totally need it. So y'all wait till you see these gorgeous shoes. Are these the cutest? So I kind of have a thing about orange. I love orange. And I was like, well, I have pretty much every other color shoe. We'll get there. Let me try this orange pair. And not to make this all about me, but maybe some of you have had a similar experience. One of my issues is having had so many surgeries, I don't have any feeling in my right great toe on the bottom and my right second toe on the top. So what does that mean? I fall down a lot. I fall down, go boom. Y'all, I should put these on before we started. They are super comfortable. And what I can tell you is they are true to size for me. I'm not, okay, hold on, y'all. I want to pull them up tight. I cannot stand a loose shoe on my foot. But one of the things about Fitville is they come wide. So if you have fat feet like me. So here we go, y'all. How cute. And so comfortable. So very comfortable. I can see me using these for walking. I did get a walking shoe. I don't know if it tells. You know, y'all, another thing that happens when you wear a shoe with too narrow of a toe box, as a nurse, I know this, you can end up with ingrown toenails. And if you've never had one, they're extremely painful. And foot pain for, let's say, late life seniors, not me yet, can be a cause of being afraid to walk or avoiding walking. And, you know, we all need to move. Hi, Frank. He said, I want to see your new box, Mom. I got a box, buddy. The people said they wanted to see you. They voted. Come here. Come here, buddy. You're not in trouble. He's like, I'm not in trouble. Oh, hello. Say hello, peoples. Tell him hello. You see the pretty kitty in the camera? He doesn't like his paws touched. So, these are Amadeus. That's what they're called. So, super impressed. Thank you, Fitville. Again, I will leave a link. I didn't get a, what do you call it? Discount code. Oh my word, is it going to be one of those days? But I think that you will find the shoes are high quality. And if you have trouble with the toe box being too small or too narrow on your shoes, I think this might be a good option for you. Okay, let me kind of rearrange things here. You know, I'm embarrassed to show you what I need to show you, but I'm going to show you. So let's get into this video. All right, y'all. So the first thing I want to show you is every door that opens in this house has a shoe rack on the back of it. And we will be decluttering some shoes. I also have full shoes at the bottom along this side in 3 rows, as well as on the back of this door. So my closet, whoops, hello Frankie, you gonna help? This side is dresses. I have 2 racks of shirts, and then these are skirts and overtops, many of which go with the dresses. Some of which I will keep and I still do wear, and y'all know I wear my more vintagey looking sweaters. Up top, y'all, linens, probably need to be gone through. And then the 3 brown, that one's backwards, are all of my handbags. Over in this small closet with the shelving, I have, yes, more boots. And then these have gotten kind of out of control. There's a little Hello Kitty back there. I have ordered some new labeling things, but this is full, as well as this dresser being full. And this is a huge drawer, y'all. As well as these are underclothes and socks, which honestly have stayed very, very organized. And other than going through, I really don't need to change up how I'm organizing just how much that I have. Now, y'all might be saying, well, that's not so bad. But here on the bed, I have a humongous pile from another closet that are things that I couldn't get rid of, or I thought I couldn't get rid of the last time I cleaned out, that I need to take a second look at, or things that have just accumulated because it's like playing Jenga to get something else in the closet. So, why do I have so many clothes? You know, sometimes I think it's good to, when you're trying to recreate a space, to say, how did I get here? And what is my vision? And I hope these tips, guys, will really help you, not meant to be any sort of criticism. Well, I know exactly how I got here. There's two reasons. One, on the LuLaRoe, I did buy out a huge amount of LuLaRoe from someone who was going out of business, and got a lot of good out of the items. It's not that they went to waste, but literally pennies on the dollar kind of a thing. So I did end up with some things that I didn't like, a lot of which I've donated, but certainly not all of which I have donated, because some of the things I did wear. The second reason I am where I am, and at almost 62 years of age, I need to get out of this mindset, is as a child growing up, we were not a well-off family. We were certainly well cared for, well fed, and had a lot of great vacation memories. However, I never had much clothing, and being the youngest sibling, my sister's 4 years older, I got a lot of hand-me-downs. My sister is, I don't know, 3 inches shorter than I am. And I have, let me just say, wide shoulders and narrow hips, and she has narrow shoulders and wide hips. Again, not a criticism of anybody's body type. So I got a lot of hand-me-downs, and everything was always too tight on the top, way too big on the bottom of my pants. Where, y'all, if you're a child of the 60s, you've probably heard this term, unless it's just an Ohio term, but floods, pants that were too short. And I hated it. And I can remember vowing, when I grow up, I am going to have all the clothes. Well, I've had all the clothes, y'all. And clothes are just something that keep us from being naked. But on the other hand, something that's comfortable, that you feel like you look nice in, can really be helpful. So I want to encourage you all, first off, think about how you got where you got. So I've shared that. Two of the things that I never had much of, because they were purchased new, so we were very limited on it, were pajamas and underclothes. Y'all, I have so much, especially pajamas. But I don't need that many, because I can only wear them one pair at a time, right? So figure out how you got where you got. And then I want you to create a vision in your mind of where you want to be. So in preparation for this video, I not only pulled out my favorite books, which have helped me in the past, and I can do it again. I've just backslidden a bit. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, y'all, and I watched minimalist videos. I watched capsule wardrobe videos. And for those of you who've never heard that term, a capsule wardrobe is where you have, like, and I'm probably exaggerating, like 3 neutral color pair of pants, 3 neutral color cardigans, and 7 different shirts that you can mix and match. And, you know, maybe a skirt and a funeral dress. Yeah, that's not me. Never gonna be me. So while I want to pare down dramatically, I don't have any aspirations to be a minimalist or to have a capsule wardrobe. What I do want, and I'm sure y'all have experienced this as well, I'm going to give myself grace to remove any guilt about donating, sharing, blessing others, and I'll share with you what I'm going to do with clothing as we get to the pile part. No matter how much I paid for it, no matter if it still has tags on, it doesn't matter. So I have absolved myself of that piece. I am also not going to keep things in hopes that if it doesn't fit now, that it might fit later. Guys, I've gained, about 25 pounds. I'm just going to be honest about that, since my back surgery. And okay, maybe 20, but still, I'm heavy since my back surgery. A lot of things don't fit me properly. And will I get back to that size again? I mean, only the Lord knows, literally. Please, Jesus, just saying. However, a lot of the things that I have that are too small for me are probably 5 to 15 years old, and it's time to get rid of them. And you're going to see a few things in here that you're like, really? You wore that? I.e. booty shorts or short shorts, whatever you want to call them. So, what am I going to do with my clothes? All right, so I have one friend that I'm going to offer some things to. I am going to donate to a place called Second Act of Cedarville. Y'all know I live in Cedarville. It is a thrift store here in town. I have enough LuLaRoe, and I've done it once before with them when I got rid of a lot of things, that they can promote a LuLaRoe sale. They are a faith-based ministry, and they support our local food bank, and I have taken advantage of that in years past. So some things will go there. Other things that don't fit their style of what they carry will go to the Goodwill. There will be a few things that will go in the trash. I'm trying to do better with that, because sometimes I'm like, but I love this shirt, but it's so worn I can't leave the house in it, right? Okay, so let's get to talking about books. Sorry, y'all, I had to let the girly girls out and get them fed and watered quickly. A lot of breath. So, books. And y'all, you don't need a book to do this. I just like sharing my books in case they help someone else. The book that really changed my organizational skills and made my life a lot simpler is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's by Marie Kondo, or the KonMari method. And about 14 years ago, I KonMari'd my whole house. Did it stay that way, you ask? Some areas did, most areas did not. Does this work? It does. However, you have to be a little more ruthless than what I've been as far as what you do when you acquire new items. And y'all give me some grace as I acquired some of my mother's things. The sequel to that book is called Spark Joy, an illustrated masterclass on the art of organizing and tidying up. It is also the Marie Kondo book. If you can only buy one book, buy this one, the first one. This is more about folding, how to help yourself get rid of things, but I do like the folding section in it. I would not buy the book just for the folding section. I can figure that out. A new book to me is called The Home Edit, and this is by Clea Shearer and Joanne Teplin. Sorry guys, mispronouncing. So I guess they had like maybe a HGTV show, I don't know. Netflix, I'm sorry, Netflix show. It says it right on the front. I don't have that, but I do like the Home Edit organizing bins from Walmart. They can be a little pricey, but they are very good quality. So I have ordered, or I did order this book, and guys, I'll link all these below, as I always do, to see if maybe I could get some tips and tricks for making the best use of my space. So while I have a very large, okay, not very large, while I have a large home for one person, What I can say is I'm storing the majority of my son's life here. My son lives in an extremely small, did I mention small, a 400 square foot apartment space as he's saving for a house. So pretty much everything he doesn't have room for is here. So I need to make the best use of space that I possibly can. So there's a couple ways when you're looking at clothing to go about it. If you look at the Marie Kondo method, and I did bookmark this, her recommendation is always, guys, to tidy by category, not by space. So all that stuff at the top, that is ski clothes. I don't ski anymore. Needs to be donated. Lots of linens, overflow holiday linens. That is going to stay there because we are working on clothes. Now, there's a couple different ways you can look at it. You can pull out what you know you absolutely want and evaluate the rest, or you can go through item by item, which usually works the best for me. So she recommends that you do tops, bottoms, clothes that should be hung. Most of my clothes are hung. Socks, underwear, bags, accessories, specific event clothes like swimsuits, uniforms, etc., and then shoes finally. So what you want to do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make 3 piles, and then I have a hefty bag for trash. I also like to keep track of everything I'm putting in the donation bin, because y'all, if you itemize, you can take your donation off taxes, which I plan to do. So I've already gotten some paper, and I'll just write like shirts and do hash marks, just like I did if you watched me clean out my mom's items. 99 pairs of shoes that went to the Goodwill, just saying. I will first go through what is on the bed here, just because I am limited in space. And then I am going to start with dresses. And how I like to do it, y'all, is just take all of the dresses out, then say, keep, donate, trash, just go through like that. Then with what I have, after I've put those into bags and tallied them, with what I have left, I personally go through a second time, because usually by the time I've parted with some things, I'm a little more realistic with myself as far as, you're never going to wear that. It's too tight in the chest. That makes your rear end look big. Whatever the case might be, right? So I'm definitely going to speed this up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start going through this pile here. So what a lot of this pile is, just to share with you all, are these once popular really long sweaters that are LuLaRoe. Are they great quality? Yes, if they aren't, they'll be disposed of. The reason I kept the long ones is, which I do not like, is I was like, well, I could cut those off. Okay, realistically, that's been like 10 years and I've never cut them off. So they're going to go by the wayside. I think I have one that I do want to keep out of many. So let me get busy here. I'm going to organize my piles, and I'm going to go through this first, and then I'll bring you back and just show you how I've sorted and why I made the decisions I've made. So I hope you'll stay tuned. All right, y'all. So I have a hefty bag and a half already, 4 shirts, 27 sweaters, and 5 maxi dresses. So here's a pile that I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep it or not. So as I said, I always go through twice. Just a quick down and dirty, yeah, I'll wear it, no, I won't. And then I really look at the items, look at what's in my closet. Will I keep it? Will I not? And I can tell you there's things in here that I don't need to keep. They're pretty, but I don't need to keep them because I have so much that I would rather bless someone else with it. So another rule that will really help you, Y'all, when you fill a box, a bag, however you're doing it, tie it so that you would have to cut the strings to get it untied. Get it out of your space. Never open that bag again. I am telling you, there have been numerous times. I used to keep a bin in the bottom of my closet, like a hamper. And when I would go to put something on and I would be like, I don't like this, or I want to donate this, I would throw it in there. Well, then I would catch myself digging through, hanging back up, get it out, get it away, and I will be making a trip to donate everything. Probably not until tomorrow. Today's Sunday, so yeah, I probably won't do it today. I want to concentrate on getting things done. So one of the dilemmas I'm sort of having is a couple of these LuLaRoe overshirts that are very long. I'm not sure which dresses I'm going to keep. So I have a couple, 3 actually, I think I want. I love this one because it's got the roses on it, and I love these stretchy lace ones. So those I will wear, but out of, you know, all the other stuff. And I also like to take a look. I don't hang anything back up once it's been worn. It always gets washed. So I thought, well, maybe I should save a maxi dress, particularly since this has a tag on it. Guys, I'm never going to wear a maxi dress. I'm a little too old for that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know that I'm too old. It's just not my style. This is the one long sweater that I planned to keep. So I'm still going to leave that there. And if I'm not mistaken, okay. Yeah, I don't like that. I just sometimes have to take a second look. It's really easy for me to be like, nope, 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 nope. And then, I don't know. This is another one that's long. I wore this all the time when I traveled. Have I worn it since I retired? That would be negative. So there's no point in keeping it. This is pretty with the roses. I never wear it. There's no point in keeping this. Yeah, we have to go through these 3 times, but that's okay. And this I don't want. Now, I do have a couple, and how they got up here, I don't know. Probably because the coat closet's also full. I have a couple of these fuzzy things, and y'all see the inside. They are in such poor shape. I wouldn't want to wear it. So those, I have a trash bag over here. Will go in the trash. Okay, I don't want that sweater, and I don't want that sweater. So I ended up 6, 7, 8, 9 with 9 things I kept from the other closet. And as I go through my dresses, I may decide, nope, don't really, you know, I have 5 other tops to put over the dress that match that. Guys, when you get to a certain age, it's kind of nice to have like a lightweight something to put over yourself, because you may not be real comfortable with your body at the time or with what you're wearing. So let me read up all this stuff, get it reorganized, and we'll get on to, I think we'll do some dresses. What do you say? And then I can finish up that pile over there. All right, stay tuned. Y'all, I'm pretty sure there's in excess of 50 dresses. I can't even get to my vintage dresses because it's going to start falling off the floor. So off onto the floor. So what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to sort through these and decide on some key pieces that I know I want to keep, and just go ahead and divest myself of all the ones I don't. You know, I feel like, wow, that is a lot of money I've spent through the years. But guys, there's literally things in here that are 10 or 15 years old, and I'm not exaggerating. And there's quite a few still with tags on that I've never worn and I'm not going to wear. And I would much rather someone else, maybe a woman's shelter, can use some of these as well, because I know Second Act will donate stuff off if they have too much stock. So let me go through these. I could speed myself up, but it'll just make you dizzy. And I'll let you know how many dresses that I'm going to keep out of this huge stack and how many I started with. I hope you'll stay tuned. By the way, in this pile of modern clothes, there are 78 dresses. You know what I just realized, y'all? Someone is gonna hit me up in the comments and say, you're wasteful, I can't believe you're doing this, you're ridiculous. And you know what, guys? If that's what you have to say, click off this video right now, because I'm not gonna tolerate comments like that. So I've explained how I got to where I am. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it is where I am. So I want to tell you all, I went through my 70 whatever dresses, and I've come up with a pile here that I think I want to keep, but I want to go through it a second time. You know, y'all, when your life changes from wearing a dress 5 days a week to, and even when I was working remotely from home, I wore a dress. I just always dressed up because I enjoyed dresses. Enjoyed dresses. I really kind of made my decision based on, of course, what fits me. And I did have a few things in there that were too small, but most of those were from the LuLaRoe buyout that I did. But some are just like horizontal stripes, and I shouldn't wear horizontal stripes because I'm horizontal enough, right? So I wanted to make sure I had kind of year-round, as bad as this sounds, funeral dresses, because if someone close to you passes away, the last thing you want to have to do is go buy a black dress. So I did that, and then just a few of my faves. So do I need this many dresses? No. I'm debating now, do I go through these one more time? Then my vintage dresses, I have a ton. Not all of which I'm going to keep. Some of them are just Goodwill dresses that, you know, I thought would work, but I hate trying on clothes, guys. So sometimes when I would get them home, they would be too small or too big, or just wholly unflattering. So some of you may also be thinking, why don't you sell on Poshmark? And y'all, I could. I could sell on Facebook Marketplace as far as LuLaRoe goes, because I'm in the Midwest and we all wear out of style things. And I also realized something else. I was going to say this. In my dress wardrobe, I've had that since surgery 1 on my spine. And I wore a huge prescription back brace that you had to have something between your skin and the brace. And so I had a lot of 100% cotton dresses called Carly, because that brace was hot, y'all, let me tell you that. That served me very well when I needed it, but were not dresses that I would wear to work because they were like a t-shirt material, so either too clingy or just too casual. So I did have a lot of that. So I think I'll go through this one more time. Y'all can, I wish I could hear y'all. I wish I could hear y'all. And y'all, I'm wearing a shirt today. And let me show you some short girl problems here. See if I can do this without falling down. Oh, Lord, I don't know if I can. Hold on. Take my slippers off. So this is a shirt that is nearly to my knees. You know, it's way past my hands. It's a LuLaRoe. I found it this morning in my closet, and you may have noticed, guys, I've been wearing some different things that I haven't worn before, and that's to decide, do I wash it and put it in the donate pile? Is it too far gone? And this one, I believe, is too far gone. It is really peeled up under the arms, so we'll just divest ourselves of that. But also being a short person, not everything looks good on me, so sometimes I'll buy something, and then when I look in the mirror, I think, why did I buy that? Now, y'all, I have quit clothes shopping other than just like t-shirts. Because then, well, okay, I had a lot of t-shirts. What excuse can I use? Because I wanted them. But I'm not buying jeans and shorts and all of those things. I have plenty, plenty. I have needed to do this for a very long time, and I knew it would bring up some feelings of guilt. So if you all are trying to go through your closet and you're thinking, wow, I bought this as a goal outfit or a goal dress and it's probably never going to fit me, I want to give you permission to go ahead and bless someone else with that through a donation. Bless yourself if you are on Poshmark or you want to do Facebook Marketplace. I would rather donate, um, in large part due to the volume that I have. I would be forever listing this. So maybe it's the lazy way, but to me, time is money and I only have so much energy. All right, y'all, let me show you my funeral dresses. So this is brand new with tags, but it would work, and it's long sleeve. So there's my winter funeral dress. I also have this winter funeral dress, so that makes two. Yeah, like I said, I don't need 18 funeral dresses. This is a short-sleeved gradient funeral dress. And then I didn't do so bad on this. I have one sleeveless plain black little dress. So there's 4 black dresses. So, I mean, Lord forbid, y'all, but visitation and funeral, you need 2 dresses. I think this would get me through. Now I just need to go through what I've left over here. And I can already tell you some of these I know I'm not going to wear. I thought this was so cute when I bought it. It is a 4th of July sleeveless dress. That would only leave me 2 sleeveless dresses. Oh, y'all. This dress I do wear, and I like, so I'm going to keep that. This I'm unsure about. In fact, let's just make that decision. It's a sweater dress, and I forgot I even had it, so we'll bless someone else with that. Let me show you this style. I don't remember what some of these are called. I loved this dress just because it's bright and happy and it has birds and flowers. But I don't need to save probably 3 of those. I like it because it's got the dots at the bottom. And I like this because it's orange. Oh, y'all. And then this is another long dress. Yeah, I will never wear that. It's new with tags. I bought it for Easter one year, and I never wore it. Permission granted. Okay. I would probably not wear this because I would feel like a version of Where's Waldo. I have worn all of these. Well, not all. That one still has the tag too. Most of these. Now, this one I am going to keep. This was one that I bought for summer, and it ties, and it's super cute. It is not a LuLaRoe. And then I think the 80s called, and they would like that dress back too. All right. I think I need to get rid of one of the ones with the ruffle around the bottom. So that's a definite. Oh, y'all, I wish you were here to tell me. So should I keep the flowers and birds, the prison stripes? Okay, let's get rid of the prison stripes. I heard that loud and clear. Horizontal stripes is a big thing in LuLaRoe, and y'all, I am so short that I just look like a Oompa Loompa. And I used to always wear big heels, but I can't wear big heels anymore. So that would kind of make the stripes more forgiving. And I'm a lot wider than I used to be. Okay, guys, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dresses from, I think I said 72. Let's get my vintage and vintage style dresses out, and then maybe we can pare it down further, because honest to goodness, y'all, even to church, we wear pants. or we can wear pants. So I don't need a whole bunch of fancy dresses, and I've got a ton of vintage that I haven't even shown you. So stay tuned. I'll show you some pretty vintage items. Y'all, even I can't believe how much I have. I have a lot. So, I have some vintage style dresses that I will definitely be keeping that I wear on the regular. I have some Goodwill finds that I will be divesting myself of. But my true vintage I definitely will be keeping as well. So out of this pile, I think there's about 40 items in here. I might keep half of it, and then we'll compare against the dresses that I did save. So I'm going to speed myself up for this part. Stay tuned. Why do I have so many clothes? Oh, y'all, this is the point where you start to realize, wow, there's cat hair on the ceiling fan, that you've got too much stuff. And it feels really good to purge, but it does feel a little bit overwhelming to me. More from the standpoint of wasting money. And again, guys, for example, this dress, which I love, kind of vintagey, like 60s looking. I got this from the Goodwill on the 99-cent Sunday, and I love the dress, right? And I do wear it, but there are other things that I just have to get rid of that are new, were new, that I never wore. So I think a good lesson in being mindful of your spending, being mindful of what you're filling your life and your home with. I am the most content when things are organized, and even I recognize that I have way too much stuff. So here's what I ended up with in dresses. One, let's count. Sorry, now they're all tangled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's still too many dresses. Like, I'm not going to wear 23 dresses in a year. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to go back through my more modern, vintage remake dresses like this. I'm definitely keeping, so that probably means that some of the LuLaRoe must go. And my true vintage dresses that I absolutely love and do wear, I will not get rid of. And I have several black ones, so I'm just like, I wonder if those could double as a funeral dress. I mean, who plans their life around funeral dresses? But you know what? I'm at that age where it just seems like a lot of family and family friends who are like my parents' age are passing away, and so I do need some funeral clothes. Plus, I just plain like black. All right, guys, I'll give you a final number of what I come down to. Then I think we're going to work on pants next, because I probably only have like 6 pairs of pants because I never wore pants. So that's pretty easy. I have lots of jeans, but almost no pants, so that'll make it simple. All right, stay tuned. All right, y'all. My closet just went shoo. I saved 20 dresses. Anybody want to take a guess how many that I got rid of? All right, y'all. I kept 20. I got rid of 85 dresses. If that isn't a lesson in overindulgence. I try to keep it real on my channel, y'all. That's definitely the case. So now, dress pants. And I can tell you all, I have just this little pile, which is still excessive. There are 2 things out of this pile that I know I can wear and would wear. The rest, I have a feeling there's too much Kym for the pants. These are actually super cute. They're elastic waist. They are a LuLaRoe. They're very lightweight. I would definitely keep that. This is a true vintage. I keep it with pants, but it's actually like I would never wear it out in public because it's sheer. So I'm gonna call this like a loungy thing, but I love it. And it's orange. It'll go with my new shoes. But y'all, most of these pants as I've been going through them are size 4, 4, 2, small, small. Like, I'm more like a 10, guys. 8, 8, 10, 2. There's no point in depressing myself by trying these on. Somebody's going to get a whole bunch of really nice, 2. These look big. 6. Okay. I can wear a 6 sometimes. Are they stretch? Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep those. A size 2. These look huge. 4. You know, I might try those on right quick. Yeah, no. These are the color of mud. Nope. Now, I will say, guys, I only bought my pants because I didn't wear them very much. That pair might fit, too. I only bought them at the Goodwill. I like Banana Republic. I like Limited. I like the way their pants fit me when I was thinner. But, guys, there's no point in trying on a size 2 pair of pants because it will just upset me. I already know it won't fit. And like I said, these have been in my closet. Well, they haven't been touched for 4 years. They're kind of dusty. So I'm going to get to folding these up. I'll try on, and then I'll show you what we're left with. Probably not much. All right, y'all. Just expect my appearance to deteriorate throughout this video. But I thought I would take a pause. I'm not going to show you like every single category because we are going to be here for 40 days and 40 nights. But I thought I would give you just a few words of encouragement and ways that help me along. So right now I am at 7 hefty bags completely full. I have blessed others with 182 wearable, decent clothing items. While kind of makes me go, you know, at $10 an item, that's $1,800. And I'm sure a lot of those items were a lot more than $10, but I can't get the money back. A lot of these clothes, as I said, I went through my pants. Guys, not a single pair of my old work pants that had come from the Goodwill fit. And I just decided they were very out of style too. Bless someone else with them. I really do hope that there is a women's shelter not too terribly far from me, kind of in the town my mom is staying in now at the facility. So I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow as well, instead of just wholly giving them to Goodwill the things that I'm not going to give to Second Act of Cedarville. So if I hope you're cleaning along with me, or at least thinking about it. If you're feeling discouraged, I think the best thing I can say to you is, again, you can learn from your mistakes, your purchase mistakes. And I stop and I'll read a little bit in Marie Kondo. Now, she does some things like thank each piece for its service. Y'all, I'd be here until probably they take me out to the funeral if I had to do that. But I can have an appreciation for things that I wore that brought me joy. When I went through my skirts, y'all, I don't know how many I had. I saved 4. 2 long ones, 2 short ones. And this one is so cute for Halloween or for summer. Y'all, I told you I have an orange thing. And this one's just nice and neutral. All 4 of those I know fit me fine. So I think that's enough. And I also found a little black dress in my fancy clothes. I had a couple fancy dresses. I just got rid of them. I'm not going to be going to parties anymore. that would require formal wear. And if that ever happens, I'll worry about that at the time. So I think, forgiving yourself and not beating yourself up for whether they're too big or too small, or they don't look right, or they still have the tags on them. I think that's a really important part of being able to get rid of things. I think I held on to a lot of what was in my closet simply because I felt guilty getting rid of it. And I thought, I need to lose weight so that I fit into everything. Well, the fact of the matter is, that's not happened. In fact, it's gotten worse. Just saying. So, why not pass it to someone who can use it? Like I said, I do have a few things that I know that my neighbor and her daughters will utilize, their leggings, um, because I mean, I do have them on today, but I don't need 50 pairs of leggings, and I already cleared out maybe 100 pairs. Now, I will say, back in the day, LuLaRoe, one of the things was that you got a free pair of leggings when you bought a certain shirt or whatever. So a lot of those, while I did not pay for them, they are taking up space in my very crowded closet world. So I am going to get back to work after I take a little break here. I'm going to watch a little YouTube, kind of regroup my mind, because the next area that I want to do, and I'm going to just give you numbers, guys, and then show you the progress, is what I will call an over blouse. So I've shown you a few of those. I have as many of those as I had dresses, and some of them I do want to keep. My house is cold in the winter, but I find myself reaching for the same things over and over, and it's not those over blouses. So if I can donate those, especially to a women's shelter where somebody could pull an outfit together, and look professional, I definitely want to do that. So I'm going to keep working. I'll bring you back to share some progress with you in a bit. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. So I am going to wrap this video up for today. And here are my pants, dresses, and then starting right here are seasonal things. So I have a lot of Christmas shirts, a lot of fall and Thanksgiving, Halloween, and I still have this much room. And honestly, guys, it was all the way back before. Over here, y'all, I have more sweaters than I thought, but I have my skirts, my hoodies, and all the sweaters. I still think I have too many sweaters, but I have worn all these of recent, so we're going to go with that. All of my robes and vintage robes are hanging. I do have quite a few of those. And I finished this bottom. So let me just share with you how I organize my clothes. It makes it so much easier to find things. So I'll just start here. So sleeveless, short sleeves, and then long sleeves. So I don't change my closet seasonally. I simply just organize them in that way. And because my closet was so tight, I have not been able to really always put things where they belong. I still have all this room back here, all that room here. I have not done this row. And I'm getting tired and the video's getting long, so I thought we would just stop right here. Thank you all for helping me this far along. I'm kind of running out of room. I have 12, I said 12, very full hefty bags of donations. And again, please no comments that are hateful, guys, just click off. So far, I have found 341 pieces that needed to be donated that I'm absolutely not wearing. And I've probably thrown away the equivalent of a hefty bag. I had cleaned out from under a vanity, so the bag was partially full, and I'm already on another one. So we're making great progress. This is not a one-day job. I'm really kind of glad that it snowed today, because it kept me from being like, well, we'll just work outside and we'll worry about the closet later. But I've traditionally done this spring and fall, and y'all, I don't think I did it in the fall. I don't think I did. So the top shelf, I will probably not have a tremendous amount to get rid of. I wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of gray. And I think I've kept it up pretty well, but I might surprise myself. Am I going to have more clothing? As you know, there's a little bit in the laundry, very little bit, guys, not even enough to do one load. Will there be more items that I decide to get rid of? Absolutely. So one of the things that I am definitely going to continue to do is if I bring something in, I have to let something go. Pardon me. Otherwise, I can't bring something in. And I really don't have any plans to buy any clothes, y'all, unless something really cute. Y'all haven't seen my tank top drawer yet. There's that. But I hope that some of these tricks and tips that I use are going to be an encouragement and a help to you as well. I'm not going to show you the rest of this clean out. I will bring you back for a part 2. Pardon me, y'all. I've stirred up a lot of dust. I just want to share with you some folding tips for your drawer spaces, and I also have a lot of bins. So that might be of help to you in consolidating your clothes, not only in a way that is wrinkle-free, believe it or not, much less wrinkle problems, but also will help you see at a glance what you have and avoid when you're looking for something, for sure. So I have one final thing I'd like to say, y'all. I took a long break and talked to my son for a little bit over an hour. And as I shared on a previous video, my son's cat, Chester, my grandchild, my grandcat, is definitely terminal with some heart failure. Chester was a rescue. He is, we think, about 17, so he's lived a long and healthy cat life. He had an episode last night where Ben thought he was going to have to take him to the emergency vet, which thankfully is only 3 miles down the road. But it doesn't look too good for Chester. So if you would keep my son in your thoughts and prayers, because it's hard to lose an animal. Y'all know that. My gosh, I'm crying over my grandcat. Sorry, guys. Chester is the one that named me Mom. So he will forever be a delight in my heart, that's for sure. So I will see you all a bit later this week. The part 2, again, I'm just going to show you how to do some cool drawer organization. I've done some organizing in my freezer as well with some inexpensive bins, and I finally learned to use my Cricut, so maybe a little bit of organization there. So anyway, if you would do me a great big favor, if you've made it all the way here, go ahead and smash that like button. Drop me a comment below. How does your closet look? Did any of these tips really stand out to you? Or better yet, do you have a better tip than I have about divesting yourself of too many clothes? All right, I'll see y'all very soon. Until then, be healthy, be well, be blessed, take care.